Yo, what's good, YouTube? Dark Black Crow here with another video. And this video is going to be about it's okay to live in your own truth. So, to me, what that means is it's okay to live with what you believe in. Your faith is your faith, and all somebody can do is point you to the fountain, and you drink it for yourself if you want to. As in, you can believe in what someone else believes, but at the same time, it's up to you to actually do it yourself. And with living in your own truth, like for me, example, I live in the truth of Egypt, that Egypt mythology is a real thing. It's not just a myth. And I've yet to be woken up to that, like to the other side or to whatever doesn't make me believe by God. And I feel like at a certain point, if God wanted us to know something, then we would know it and we would believe in it. But God never put me on that path of anything else besides Egypt, and he only put me on the path of believing in Egypt. So that's up to me to decide whether I want to believe in it or not, and I do. But with believing in your own truth, it just means that it's like you stand for something. And of course, it could end up in an argument with somebody else if you told somebody else this, because it happened to me before. Like, people try to throw me off of Egypt. But at the same time, you're gaining ideas and you're learning, because this earth is all about a learning experience and judgment. So with believing in your own truth, that's just what you're gonna fight for no matter what. Like, if anybody tells you otherwise, then you won't back down. You'll say what you believe in and say that it's your opinion, and you're okay to your opinion. So yeah. And I've seen this on Facebook a little bit, that somebody was saying, like, not really crazy things, but at the same time, it's like something that I don't believe is true, because they are saying, like, Jesus isn't real and like all this kind of stuff. And like, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but yeah. And so with me, right, how I looked at it was, yeah, you're entitled to your own opinion. I don't agree to it, but at the same time, I can't it's not up to me to try and change you if you really don't want to be changed, because I know Jesus is real. I know God is real. And there's certain people out there that are still atheists, and there's still people out there that don't believe in Jesus or God and just send their life away. But those are the people you want to stay away from, because if you live in that mentality of not believing in God or Jesus, then you're going to think it's okay to sin. And you're going to think that this world is just a worldly world that just spins around for us to just do whatever the heck we want. But in my opinion, it's not. And I say my opinion because your people are entitled to their opinions. They believe in what they believe in. I believe in what I believe in. And I just come to realize that I'm going to stand strong behind my faith, and I'm going to live to it. And sure, I'm not going to say evidence doesn't really back it up, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to back that up. Like, that's just something that you believe in. But at the same time, when you argue, like I said, or when you talk about somebody, then you may get a better standpoint on what your own faith is, even if they don't believe in it. That's why it's good to talk to people. And it's just like, honestly, who knows what the truth is? To me, who knows what the truth is? Because people say Jesus is real, but we never seen him walk on water. People say God is real, but well, I know Jesus and God are real, so don't get me wrong. But people say God isn't real, or people say God is real, but at the same time, we've never seen God. He never came back. It's just little things like that. But at the same time, it's like, or Egypt. I say Egypt is real, but how do I back that up? But it's just, faith is just something that you stand on from the bottom of your heart. And yeah, that's what it's called. It's called faith. Living your own truth, it's called faith. Because you have to have faith in what you believe in. And until proven, literally until like something happens in front of your face, or, unless you get proven right, then it's just faith. But at the same time, it's like you have to understand that faith goes a long way, because, like I said, who knows what the truth is, But at the same time, when you have this faith, then it makes you a stronger individual, and it makes you can say, kind of independent, because you're not depending on someone else's beliefs or ideas, which is a powerful thing, because you're going off your own ideas and you're going off your own perception of life, And sure, I feel like I've gotten proven it proving stuff that I can't really say because it may become an argument because you don't believe me. But at the same time, that's what I went through. So I know it to be true. And as long as you know it's true to yourself, then that's okay. Because even more, like, if you believe in Satan, because I've heard this like a many times, like that people believe in Satan and the devil and stuff like that. Well, that's what you believe in, and I believe Satan is real. It's just I don't worship him. But at the same time, it's like with people saying that they believe in Satan, you know, that's what their truth is, man. And sure, it may end up in a bad way for them because they have the wrong mindset. But at the same time, like I said, you can only point them to the fountain. You can't make them drink it. So that's up to them to change their beliefs, you know, and follow God and everything like that. Because it's just like a preacher. A preacher tells you all these things. You know, a priest tells you all these things. A Jesus worshiper tells you all these things, but it's up to you to believe it and actually make it come true. I mean, and actually think it's true or whatever. Because at the end of this life, we'll see what's true. When we die, we'll see exactly what's true. But having faith is just something that you have to hold on to with all your heart, because I just feel like, honestly, it makes you a stronger individual, man. It just makes you have a sharper mentality, and it makes you a lot less dependent on others, you know, because I feel like in this society, we have to be independent a little bit, because we're gonna have to move out on our own, and we're gonna have to do all these things by ourselves. And the more you just depend on other people, then maybe one day they won't come around, you know, and then you'll just be left in a pit of a hole, you know, just a hole, and you're just stuck. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Just believe in what you believe in, but I encourage you really to listen to other people's ideas, because you never know what's gonna happen, and you know what's gonna spark up, because one talk can change somebody's life, man. But yep, besides that, that's the end of the video. Dark Black Crow out. Peace, some positivity, y'all. Catch you later. Love y'all.